Good morning. First sip of coffee on a glorious Saturday. Promises to have rain. Got a little frog in my throat. It'll be all right. Ooh, that's good. Have a friend at work whose son started working at a coffee place, and he hooked me up with some coffee. Ubora. That's really good. I like that. That's delicious. Rwanda Humere. Notes of plum, brown sugar, black tea, and clove. It's a medium roast. I'm not usually a big fan of medium roast, but I never had tried that particular style of coffee, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Thank you, Louise. That's delicious. That's off the hook good. Oh man, now I gotta switch up coffees. At least have a bag of this stuff on hand. That's really good. I use a Breville coffee grinder. Okay, my wife allows me to use her Breville coffee grinder, and it's got a hopper on it, so I just dumped this bag in there this morning. I ran out of coffee yesterday in the grinder, and that's actually very delicious. I guess it's a local company. I'm not sure where Ubora is out of, or if they're a chain or anything. I've had coffee in their shop twice. Very good coffee when I had it, but that's a delicious coffee. The cats are full of antics this morning. Hey, buddy. Had a very short conversation with a person that I enjoy debating with on the internet, and she had posted something about having an anti-vaxxer over the HHS, and my comment was that the pendulum swing is kind of harsh this time. I've made comments in the past about pendulum swings, and if you push too hard, too far, one way or the other, politically, that pendulum's going to right itself. But before it does, it's going to go completely the opposite direction. And that's what we have over the HHS now. So, that pendulum swaying, it's swaying hard. And it's not something that is isolated to just that agency. It's across the board, and there's overflow, for lack of a better word. It's all interlocked. So, I don't know what's going to happen with HHS. I don't know what RFK is planning to do. I do know that we kind of get what we deserve. So, yeah, that pendulum swing is harsh. And the physics of political pushings, it has ramifications. Don't say This is one of those unintended consequences. Forcing female athletes to get dressed in front of athletes that identify as female but still have their male genitalia. That's kind of rough. I know, it's rare. It doesn't happen. If it happens once and the public finds out about it, that pendulum's going to swing. And that pendulum swing. That pendulum swing the other way. Anyway. I can't express how delicious that coffee is enough. It is wildly awesome. I use a subscription to Black Rifle Coffee, and I may have to cut back on it and start making a trip up to Eubora. That is really good. The pendulum, it swung hard this time. It swung very hard. So we are experiencing that. I think the left pushed way too hard. The Green New Deal scared a lot of people. The women in sports, the forced inoculations during COVID, that upset a lot of people, myself included. And at first I was supporting most of the scientific community's recommendations, but forced mandates, forced inoculations, that was something else. And a lot of us pushed back hard. The pendulum swings. The pendulum swings. The last administration, Kamala Harris had a duty. If Joe Biden was not able to carry out his duties anymore, she had a responsibility to make a move to remove him from office. And I understand that that can be very political, but if you're a leader, you do what needs doing, and you do what's right. He was not cognitively ready to continue to lead. And she had a responsibility to the American people. Therefore, she could never win back my vote. She could never. The pendulum swings. That was beyond believable. The irresponsibility. We're still asking who was leading. We are still asking who is leading. And we're not going to get answers. But we are going to get some very good coffee this morning. I know you're not supposed to slurp on mic, but you get a lot more flavor when you do that. And wow, that's good coffee. So, I hope that the Republicans don't push the pendulum too far in their direction, because it's going to go and swing in the other direction. Rush Limbaugh used to say something along the lines of, things in the middle of the road get run over, so don't be in the middle. Initially, I may have agreed with him, but eventually in life you find out there is a happy medium. And it's not too far right and it's not too far left. It's right down the middle, right where freedom lies. It's get off of me. It's if the choice is left, right, or freedom, choose freedom. It's a way to do it. Today I'm going to go and serve my community. I do it alone. I do it in solitude. But it affects my community. And that's what I want to do. I got caught up in some things and I'm letting them go, and I'm going to go serve my community. But first, I'm going to have a very delicious cup of coffee. I hope you have one too. And a great weekend. See ya.